Exactly. But right now he's just jabbing and jabbing. But
stop! Break!
We'll see if he can continue to do that.
Box!
What about the technique of CASAMONICA's punches, Roy, when he seems to lunge in a little bit?
He does lunge in, but like I said, because he doesn't use the hardest part of his knuckle, his punches are not nearly as effective as Lucas BAHDI's punches.
And what's impressing you most about BAHDI, and any adjustments you'd like to see him make here as we head to the second half of the fight?
I would like to see BAHDI be a bit more busier. He only wants to punch when he sees openings. You got to sometimes punch to create opening.
Exactly. Sometimes you don't, most of the time you don't look for the knockout punch, it just happens. Just like hitting a home run in baseball, this naturally happens. If you look for it too much, you can get countered, you'll be wild, but like, just let it happen.
And the only reason CASAMONICA is still even in this fight like this is because he's not throwing enough punches. BAHDI is trying to look for just the one shot.
There was an arm punch from CASAMONICA. He's was moving to the left, with, of course, is the power alley for BAHDI.
Roy, why do you think he doesn't punch with like his full knuckles? Is it like Italian training, or what would you say?
It's technique in the gym.
Technique in the gym.
Get away with that, and people let you get away with that. He's had 14 professional fights doing that. Only 3 knockouts. He's not interested in knocking anybody out, so he just wants to outwork you.
Yeah, when I found out he had 3, it surprised me because he's throwing punches in the phone booth with him.
What hurts?
It would be more.
Yeah, what hurts me, you see a guy like him, how he's built like a brick house.
Yeah, he is.
But then he only has 3 knockouts. That tell you something is wrong.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the punching technique with the knuckles.
Exactly.
We have reached the midpoint of this lightweight fight, and again, we are here tonight for a fight. Roy Jones, of course, you were in the ring with Mike Tyson 4 years ago in Los Angeles. But look at this graphic, Amir, of your dad and Jake Paul. I mean, the numbers are startling, but what do you make of this? I mean, here you are, the son of a legend, ringside, breaking down his fight.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, obviously, he's the more esteemed fighter than Jake Paul. He's won multiple belts. He's knockouts. 22 first-round knockouts. That just lets you know what type of power he actually has.
Now, he said that if Jake Paul doesn't run, he's going to record his 23rd first-round knockout. He said that Jake Paul's a manufactured killer. He's a natural-born killer. Well, Jake Paul actually heard me mention that during rehearsal. He said, hey, tomorrow say a manufactured weapon is a nuke.
Yeah, he keeps on saying the same thing, but we'll see if that comes to fruition.
All right, we begin the second half of this bout, and Amir Tyson, the son of Mike Tyson, and Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr. with me on the broadcast. We were joined by Rosie Perez, and she will join Roy and I coming up at Netflix at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. But all right, Amir, second half of the fight, adjustments that both guys need to make in order to curry favor with the judges and maybe land the eraser.
I feel like BAHDI should just let his hands go a little bit. He's looking, like Roy was saying earlier, he's looking for the big shot. He's jabbing, but he's not doing anything off the jab. So he should just let his hands go more. But obviously, there's a reason he's not letting his hands go. Maybe CASAMONICA has to do a lot with that.
Would you like to see BAHDI amplify his offense in the second half here now, put the pedal to the metal, Amir?
Of course, because it's getting closer, because CASAMONICA keeps on throwing punches, and we're above the halfway point, so he's going to have to do something eventually.
Oh, beautiful right uppercut on the inside, and Roy with BAHDI telling us he has superior fighter IQ. Again, being joined by a lot of people around the world, casual fans. When we talk about fighter IQ, what do we mean?
We mean guys that know what to do and when to do it. Having a fighter IQ means you know and understand what you're doing in there or what you're trying to do in there. Most guys don't know or understand. They just go through the motion of whatever happens. They
like
react.
tactical awareness, the adaptability. How about fight management? Talk about fight management.
Fight management is knowing when to turn the gas up or when not to turn the gas up. So sometimes you see guys like him. Right now, BAHDI should be throwing more punches to the gloves, not so many to the face, because the way he's managing the fight now, he's just looking for the one-shot knockout. If this other guy, CASAMONICA, was good enough, he could stay in this fight because BAHDI's not doing enough.
Not doing anything at all, really, except for jabbing or doing stuff like that, but he needs to do more in order to win this fight.
I think he's still winning the fight, but like I said,
from the early round domination.
If
from the early round.
was doing more, it would be very difficult.
Yeah,
you know we live in a "what have you done for me lately" world.
Oh, of course.
Coming off that knockout of the year candidate, but again, every fight is its own story, and with less than a minute remaining here in the sixth, CASAMONICA is keeping BAHDI honest.
And Body throws good counters, but he's just not doing enough.
Right.
Very good counters.
Is it just me or is Body taking some deep breaths?
He takes some very deep breaths. See, he landed a good counter right there.
He seems a little fatigued right now.
Yeah, but this undefeated fighter ain't gonna lay down. So
Right. Yep.
And talk about the mentality of entering the ring with like 16, or excuse me, here at 17-0, but being an undefeated fighter like you were for the majority of your career, Roy, what's the mentality like?
The mentality is you don't want to give it up, but what I'm trying to say is that CASAMONICA has that same mentality. CASAMONICA is 14-0.
Yeah, and he's just maybe put a definitive statement on this round, Amir.
Yeah, he didn't come from Italy to lay down. He's going to give it his all, you know.
Look at him, look at him. He's getting confident. Look at him.
He's talking to him, too. You see that, Roy? He's talking to him, too.
The bravado of Armando Casamonica.
Come stai?
All right, how are you?
Ma devi essere convinto di te stesso.
That's an interesting
Non devi
answer.
non guardare qui intorno, non sta. Pensa che stiamo a casa nostra.
Hey, pretend we're at our home.
Non sta
Pretend we're
pensando,
back in
pensa che stiamo
Italy.
a casa nostra.
Yeah,
Convinto stiamo a fare i guanti.
just think like we're at
Devi tirare
home.
fuori sta
Everything's
roba.
fine. Don't worry about where you're at.
Questa
Body is very tired.
Prevedibile. Per riportare in acque più sporche. Per portarlo in acque più sporche devi attaccare di più.
Make it dirty, make it ugly.
Very nice work. You got any pump left?
Do I need to translate the Canadian?
Let's go, box.
This is round number 7, scheduled for 10 in the lightweight division. Knockout artist Lucas Body of Canada taking on Italia's Armando Casamonica, who made the trip across the Atlantic on short notice and does not want to come up short in this, the biggest opportunity of his life. And he's coming forward, guys.
He has to.
Yeah, he's definitely coming forward.
But all it takes is one good counter. Is that what you're saying, Roy?
Just has to be careful not to run into one while he's coming forward. You run into it coming forward, it's going to be double impactful because you're running into it. It's like a head-on collision. So you got to be very careful. You got a puncher like Lucas Body and you coming forward at him.
I feel like right now he's just waiting for that counter punch. He's waiting for that counter punch. He knows when he hits him right on the chin, there's a good chance he's going to put him to sleep.
You know what doesn't wait, though?
What?
That clock in the corner.
That clock doesn't. It doesn't wait.
But I feel you, Amir. I know what you're saying. You're right. It's all about the setup. It's all in here. He's countering him effectively now, Body, and beginning to turn him a bit. But Casamonica, beautiful four-punch combination with the right hand by Casamonica.
And what y'all got to remember is Casamonica's undefeated as well.
Yes.
He's not trying to give that O up.
Somebody's O's going to be given the David Blaine treatment here tonight.
It's got to go. Someone's O's got to go.
Nice jab from Casamonica.
Good shot by Casamonica.
And we at the midpoint here now of round number 7. And off the back foot, Body looking for the jab, follows up with the right hand, but
great punch.
Right hand from Casamonica.
That landed clean, too.
And the left hook upstairs lands. So Casamonica finding the distance, Roy.
Yes, he is. He's definitely finding distance because Lucas is not doing enough to keep him busy.
He's getting a lot of confidence as well as the fight progresses, and now that's probably going to skyrocket even more.
Good body shot by
him. Nice left hook. Final minute of the 7th. Body's looking for that right uppercut. Upper body movement. Casamonica not squaring up here. Southpaw. Casamonica's gone lefty for a moment.
And it's the second time he did it last round.
Yeah, and he does. In watching tape on him, he will switch to southpaw.
Maybe influenced by Terrence Crawford. You never know.
Amen. Many people should be, right? One of the pound-for-pound staples, now a champion of 154, was undisputed. I mean, last year that performance against Errol Spence, one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen in the ring, Roy.
Yes, it was pretty impressive.
And look at, speaking of impressive, Casamonica's footwork.
Casamonica has really good footwork.
Good knowledge of the ring, too.
20 by 20 ring here at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
Double jab through the guard by Casamonica.
He feels like he's winning this round, and he's not trying to give it back. That's why you see him moving like he's doing.
He's in the corner, but...
Stop!
Oh,
Time!
Body's just thinking way too much instead of doing.
Good point, Amir.
That's what's going to cost him the fight if he continues to do that.
Overanalysis leads to paralysis. Look at the replay.
Casamonica throwing a jab, Overhand right there. Very good shot.
Uppercut,
very
the beautiful time to counter.
Very good overhand right. They're going to hook two right afterwards, but that was a beautiful overhand right by CASAMONICA. Best punch of the fight here.
Non ci va bene, Più convinto, devo far sbagliare.
No more mistakes.
Oh, stiamo qui una volta.
We're here one time. Let's make the most of this. This is enough.
Capito? Azioni dure, deciso. Ok, forza cazzo,
Come on, give us your strength, give us your all. We're going to do this. We came here to win.
Amo sappia, lo metti col culo per terra se vuoi, Ce l'hai,
So now you see I'm not the only hyper-Italian, Roy.
Yeah.
And we begin round number 8. And again, I did the translation best I could, but I mean, they believe that CASAMONICA may be on the cusp of the upset.
He's trying. I mean, he has the right idea, but he got to just stay busy.
And why don't we bring in our unofficial scorer, rules expert Sean Wheelock? I mean, Sean, CASAMONICA's on the come-up.
I agree, Mauro. I have this 4 rounds to 3, 67-66 Lucas BAHDI. But I have given Armando CASAMONICA rounds 4, 6, and 7. As you've been saying on commentary, you see that Lucas BAHDI, after round number 3, has been sitting back, waiting for those hard counters. But meanwhile, Armando CASAMONICA has the volume, has been dictating the tempo and coming forward with pressure.
And as you were saying that, Sean, and Amir, you reacted some good counter work to the body by BAHDI.
Yeah, he's hitting him in the head, body, everything. If he continues to fight like this, based off Sean's scorecard, he can win the fight. So the trainer knows this is your biggest opportunity, the biggest stage that boxing's ever had. Let's bring it.
Why? I mean, and again, watching BAHDI, he does bring it. Why? What is it that's keeping him from pulling the trigger as much as he'd like to right now, Roy?
He's not as open. What is his name?
CASAMONICA.
CASAMONICA is not as open as it looks like he is. He has high guard. The high guard is not encouraging to a guy like Lucas BAHDI, who is a big puncher.
No risk, no reward?
Exactly.
Minute and a half left in the 8th round.
Don't push.
Mark Kalloy, veteran referee, maintaining law and order, and has had a pretty easy go of it. These two pros doing their best to give the fans a display of their skills in the sweet and savage science.
And this is what I like to teach fighters. I say, don't show a guy your face sometimes. He won't punch. CASAMONICA is not showing BAHDI the face. So BAHDI ain't punching much.
Right. And Amir, again, I love those reactions, brother, because
great uppercut hook combination.
Closer.
It was 2 punches, but there were 4 punches to that too. Now that's one more.
And CASAMONICA's putting together some nice combinations.
Yes, he is. Yep.
Curling behind the guard of BAHDI.
I feel like he would have way more knockouts if he actually punched with his knuckles like you were discussing earlier.
And what about sitting down? What about like Mike Tyson, where it comes from the bended knee throughout the leg all the way up? You got to really sit down. Neither good shot.
And punching with leverage.
Another left hook to the body by BAHDI. And there's a right hand that missed for CASAMONICA. But BAHDI is not putting together combinations, Amir.
Yeah, the body doesn't move either, so it's good to hit the body because it slows everything else down.
BAHDI's not putting together combinations because he don't see openings. He only wants to punch when he sees openings. Oh, good shot.
That was a great shot. Good timing,
good timing on that punch.
Yeah.
Time!
A new wave of fighter. Jake Paul is building a career defined by fierce ambition and unfiltered confidence. But man, from the streets to the ring, Mike Tyson's rise to dominance is a story of raw talent, relentless determination, and a fearsome legacy that still echoes through the boxing world. And yeah, they will meet 8 rounds. The rules have been tweaked, 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds. But what will happen when Jake Paul steps into the ring with his dad's favorite fighter, Mike Tyson? Each of them have, of course, predicted the knockout. And for boxing purists, well, they are waiting with bated breath for what should be an electrifying rematch of the greatest female boxing match in history. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano 2. Serrano looking to even the score. Taylor looking to defend the undisputed 140-pound title. The penultimate round, round 9, and power punches through 8. For BAHDI, 51 of 154 for 33%. For CASAMONICA, 56 of 186 for 30%. So Casamonica's landed more. BAHDI has been more efficient.
And probably more effective.
Yeah, definitely more effective. But CASAMONICA, he's fighting a smart fight. You know, he keeps on coming forward. He's like resilient. Oh, great rib shot.
A very smart fight.
Yeah. Ooh.
So, okay, BAHDI, I see what he's trying to do, using the stick, trying to gain range. But Roy, when you're doing that, you're trying to measure so you can land a right hand. He's not throwing anything. And CASAMONICA is really disrupting his rhythm, his timing, and his game plan.
Like I say, he's not throwing that because when he does that, CASAMONICA puts his hands up so you don't see nothing.
Exactly.
You don't let him see nothing, he's not going to throw nothing.
Amir, what does BAHDI have to do to try to just find a way to get some sustained offense, because he's being countered effectively as well, and he's usually the guy to do that.
Right. When it's the 9th and 10th round, when it's the last 2 rounds, like, you have to do whatever to win. If it's close, you have to start throwing punches. You have to be a little riskier, but you still got to be smart.
In the entertainment business, you're only as good as your last show.
100%.
Lucas BAHDI, well, he opened everyone's eyes in July as he came in as the B-side, was behind on every scorecard after 5 rounds, and in the 6th, electrified the world with a viral KO of H2O Silv. And not to say that, it's up to the judges. And boy, what an exchange here, but he is in tough.
Yep. He's in very tough, but he's a great counter punch. I love his counter. He throws beautiful counter shots. He just don't do enough of the first punches.
How much does it impact a fighter when, in what ways does it impact, because CASAMONICA putting the pressure, when you face a short notice opponent like BAHDI's doing here?
It doesn't really affect you that bad, because what people don't realize about boxing is you're supposed to prepare yourself regardless.
So you should, of course, have to make adjustments on the fly.
Of course.
As we know.
If you can't do that, then you're not really a top-notch fighter.
Well, CASAMONICA's made an adjustment in his fight. Good counter left from a southpaw. BAHDI momentarily landed that straight left hand.
Flush shot as well.
Yeah, and there's a double left hook, but off the high guard of BAHDI. But CASAMONICA's
doing all the work still.
Doing all the work on the front foot, missing wildly with the right. And there was a counter opportunity for BAHDI that he didn't take. So, short notice, coming all the way from Italy. And Armando Casamonica is going to the 10th and final round. Whose O will go? Round 10 is next.
Pushed him, too.
No. He's like, hey, Katsofai.
Hey, wait a minute. Save it for the last round, sir.
Yeah, right?
You got another round. Save it for the last round.
100%.
Okay, then. We're going to feint with that left. We're going to come in with the right. You hear me? We're going to apply good pressure this round. Another deep breath. Stepping to the right.
Last round, we're going to touch gloves. We're going to keep it clean, all right? Here we go.
When he circles left, if you get there first before him and unload, right? Understand? Lots of feints with the left, paw with the left, come in. Let's let that cannon go. Do you hear me? He's gagging for it. His mouth is wide open. Every time he's
Forza, forza. Forza, forza. C'è la 10ª ripresa, ci devi credere.
They're not going to believe it. Keep going. Strong. Be strong. Be strong. We got this. Let's go. So the Italian corner.
This is the final round.
All right. High drama in Texas. Let's bring in our unofficial score rules expert, Sean Wheelock. How do you have it after 9?
It's a big comeback for Armando Casamonica, 86-85. That's 5 rounds to 4 up on my scorecard. Lucas BAHDI, I thought was in control. I gave them the first 3 rounds, but since round 4, I've given Casamonica every round but the 5th. Round 6 and 8, though, extremely close for me. I think, Mauro, this will come down to the 3 judges assigned by the Texas Commission. Are they looking at the volume, the forward pressure of Armando Casamonica, or the hard, clean counters of Lucas BAHDI?
Amir, what about the conditioning of Armando Casamonica, especially in the second half of the fight? Again, taking the fight short notice coming from Europe.
Yeah, because I was thinking in my mind, I was just like, BAHDI's deteriorating as Casamonica's really stepping it up. And it just like throughout the fight, it just transitioned and flipped.
Roy,
when initially, BAHDI was the one that was controlling everything.
Roy, what say you here?
Huh?
What say you? BAHDI is a guy who was the talk of the boxing world. He signed with MVP, got an opportunity to be on the biggest stage, to continue to build his brand as a knockout artist. And yeah, it takes 2 to tango, but we're used to seeing BAHDI put on the pressure. He is under extreme pressure right now.
Here's a guy that watched him lose a bunch of rounds in his last fight. This guy saw that, no question, and this guy feels like he can win now. And he thinks he's ahead in this fight now. That's why he's taking it easy. He feels like he's ahead in this fight.
Yeah, when it's a close fight like that, like you said before, every judge has a different criteria. So you could think you're winning, but you don't. They might be judging on something else.
Yeah, I don't know.
But why is that? Why? I understand, and Sean, of course, we could, Mr. Wheelock, get it after. But I mean, there is the criteria mostly on effective punching, and I mean, here in the second half of the fight, the effective punches have come from Armando CASAMONICA.
Yeah.
Don't stiff arm. Don't stiff arm. Let's box, gentlemen.
Oh, good shot.
Wow.
Good shot by
Stop.
BAHDI.
Nobody
Yeah,
box.
but there you know, he's like, hey,
Box.
don't count me out yet, but time is ticking away. 50 seconds left in what is a close encounter of the lightweight kind here at AT&T Stadium as Netflix ushers in a new era of combat sports. And what an exchange here, guys.
Yeah, Casamonica's done a good right hand.
Uppercut by BAHDI.
Stop.
Yeah,
Nobody punch. Let
CASAMONICA's
him
not
go.
giving up.
Break.
He's bringing it the whole
Step
night.
back.
Better believe it. He's showing that he's
Box.
undefeated
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Final 20 seconds. Who is going to remain unbeaten?
Great exchanges tonight.
Yeah,
Tremendous.
Lucas going at him.
Fight down the
10 seconds.
stretch they come. We're not seeing the urgency from BAHDI. The aggression from CASAMONICA
Yep.
is an upset in the offing here at AT&T Stadium. Do you think CASAMONICA did enough to win, Amir?
Yeah, I think he stepped it up at the right point and midway in the fight, and I think he just took and stole the rounds
Now,
by his
Roy,
aggression.
you're the guy who's seen it all, done it all. I know as an announcer, you know, I'm trying to tell the story. I don't see the tech, you know, we're not studying it like an analyst like you. What do you think?
I'm not an analyst. I'm just a guy who looks on and takes in what he sees. And I see a hard road for the promoter's fighter to lose.
All right, let's bring in unofficial score rules expert Sean Wheelock. Tension is palpable, Sean.
Morrow, I loathe draws, but I have it 95-95, 5 rounds apiece. So going through my unofficial scorecard, rounds 1, 2, and 3 for Lucas BAHDI. I then gave Armando CASAMONICA every round, rounds 4 through 9, except for round number 5, which was extremely tight as well. Round number 10, I thought Lucas BAHDI did a lot of what he did in rounds 1, 2, and 3. Came forward while still landing effective counters. Well, the difference for me in this fight, and I think that's what the 3 judges now are looking at, BAHDI was a counterpuncher throughout, but he was a pressure, aggressive counterpuncher in rounds 1, 2, 3, and 10. In the other rounds, largely, Armando CASAMONICA had more volume and had more consistent forward pressure.
And for Roy Jones Jr., he doesn't do draws, he wears draws. All right, we've got Big Mo in the center of the ring with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards at ringside. Judge Mike Ross sees the contest 95-95, while judges David Iacobucci and Nate Palmer see the contest 96-93 and 98-92, declaring your winner by majority decision, Lucas Prince BAHDI.
98-92, mamma mia, but Lucas BAHDI, he wins this by the hair of his chinny chin chin, guys. What do you think?
98, 92 ain't the hair of your chin and chin chin. That's the hair of your promoter.
Yeah, literally, I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, there's no way that's at the scorecards of the actual fight we watched. There's no way.
I mean, for Armando CASAMONICA to taste defeat on short notice, are heartbroken. Armando CASAMONICA, but Lucas BAHDI's the one that escapes, remains unbeaten, improves to 18-0, while CASAMONICA falls to 14-1. And now let's look at the final stats and the numbers. Well, again, you see how close it was, with BAHDI having the edge in total punches landed, Amir.
Right, yeah, it was a close fight. That's why I'm saying, like, the fight should have been much closer than it was. Like, those 2 scorecards were egregious.
I've never seen an egregious score.